That should just about do it. All right. Sounds on. Okay, great. Thanks, Mitch. Looks good. That was not a fart, I promise. I'll try and hold him in. I'll just give it another 30 seconds, see if anyone else pops in. Otherwise, just me and you, mate. All right, which one? Can't quite see that. There we go. That's pretty good. That's the stack for tonight. All right, we've got two. That'll do. All right, here we go. Two people in. One of them might be Mitch, but that's all right. Someone else is here, and it is late. It's a Monday night, so I reckon we'll get cracking. Thanks so much for the fill, everybody. Stoked to get this home tonight. I think if you've watched any of my last couple of streams, you know I love Bowman. Great product. The box of HTA, we'll save that till the end. We'll get through the two jumbos. These are the big boys. Lots and lots of cards. And as per the last couple of nights too, guys, as you saw, we did the paper spots separately just so we can rip through it. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen plenty of this product, plenty of this base product, so you don't really need to see many more of it. But stoked to be doing jumbos. Love jumbos. They're great on a nice little Monday afternoon. There's the first one. All right, well, let's get stuck into it, eh? Keep up with the skipping through the paper. We get to the good stuff. All right, cool. There's Bryce Eldridge. Did not go to the Red Sox with the big news from today. Rafael Devers getting traded to the Giants in exchange for some prospects and Kyle Harrison, who they put straight down to AAA. There's Walker Jenkins in the VIP. Chase Burns. Kyle DeBarge. Cameron Sullivan. A bit more paper. And who we've got? Oh, look at that. That's a great start. I love these. These are rad. Purple bandana. $199, I'm pretty sure. Yep. There's Peyton Ellis to $199. These cards are sick. Really cool. Really, really cool. Really like those. I reckon that's a really cool parallel. Nice hit for the Twins there. And then we've got number 94, James Triantos for the Guppies. Hopefully get some nice, I was just about to say, hopefully get a nice red rookie in there tonight. Love these cards too. They look really hot. Caden Dana, rookie pitcher. You never know. And then there's my favorite insert from the set. Woods World of Wax with all the cards in the background. Really dig those. Mariano, Bryce Rayner. Wonder how far off he is. Josu Bracento. Asbel Gonzalez, Malcolm Moore. What we got up the back here? And then number 100 in the top 100. Carson Bench. Nice. Big chase in the draft product. As I'm sure whoever bought the Mets will know. All right, bit of paper. All right, the Rockstar rookies. Spencer Schwellenbach, the stud pitcher for the Braves, who came up as a shortstop and then was told he wasn't good enough to make it as a shortstop in the big leagues, so he became a pitcher. So there you go. And there's Big Bryce Eldridge again. And there's James Tibbs third. I was harping on about this guy last night in the Bowman draft break. He has gone to the Red Sox. So he was a pretty highly touted product, big chase in draft. So he'll be in a different uniform pretty soon. There's Montero again, Aiden Miller. David Ortiz, famous lineage there. Big puppy. Or maybe he's little puppy. I don't know. Maybe that's what they call him because it's his son, because it's the son. There's Tink Hens. There's that guy that we pulled that beautiful to 5 card of the other night. And then we've got Drake Baldwin. This guy's already been called up. He came up to the Braves when Sean Murphy got injured in the first, right at the end of spring training and missed the first couple of weeks with a broken rib. So he's up, and he's a backup catcher now for the Braves. He started off pretty good. Big man. Apparently he's pitching really soon. That's what the word on the street is. I guess with all the injuries to the Dodgers rotation and bullpen, they're looking for something. So I don't know if hopefully they're not rushing him early, because as much as I want to see him pitch, I want to see him play baseball for a really long time. All right, we've got another purple bandana. How cool. Who we got this time? Sweet. Trey Turner to 199. He's a beast, man. He's one of the best shortstops in the game, for sure. That's sick. I love Trey Turner. Great player. Great player. Player's player, I would call him. Oh, look at that. There's a bit of it. I did it again. I've been snuck up on again here. I'll try and do my best to cover it a little bit, but it's an auto to 150. Lucas Ramirez for the Angels in that beautiful Bowman blue. The first auto to 150. How good. I'll one-touch that one later. I'll do it just a little bit quick for now. That's a pretty good start. We love autos to 150. Roki. Greatness loading. Red rookie of him would be pretty handy, I reckon. There's Peyton Ellis, Cade Horton, Nankill, Cam Smith. Yeah, there's our man. Paper. And then we've got which prospect we got? Owen Cassie from the Mets. Looks like the Mets have got quite a few in the top 100. That'll be an interesting team then if they get a couple of, a bit of young talent coming through to add to their star-studded lineup. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. Well, I don't know about the devil. That might be a bit harsh, but won't see him in. You'll see him in the Giants uniforms, and the best thing about it, Red Sox are playing the Giants on the 20th of June, so he's already going to get to face his old team. How awesome is that? That's just it's just magic. It's exactly what you want. Gets traded to the Giants, and then Red Sox Giants coming up this week. So good. All right, there's Trey Sweeney and the Rookie of the Year favourites. Nick Kurtz, VIP, big man. Love to get an auto of him in Bowman draft. Jackson Humphreys, Glasson, Christian Moore. Nice little purple number here. What have we got here? For the Tampa Bay Rays, is it an auto or just a number? Just a number. Aiden Smith to 250 in the purple Ray Wave, not Way Wave. Nice. Take that. Nice hit for the Rays there. I love these Rave refractors are cool. Love the effect they have. There's the guy with the awesome Ichiro Kano Hernandez, named after two really good baseball players. So, any guess what his parents wanted him to do when he got older? And there's Xavier Isaac, number 30 in your top prospects. Good start. A little bit of colour in here. Quick little flick through the base. All right, Rosario, Brito, Dior, Franklin Arias, Freeman. Base, nothing exciting there. And then there's the guy we're looking for. If you got the Tigers, they went in the mini. Love to get something good of him. Kevin McGonigal, he's the chase guy. He's the guy you want. Yamamoto. All right, looks like we've got a couple of cool inserts here. There's Acuna's home run haven, and he has been doing that since he came back. Gosh, he's been absolutely lighting things up since his return. 7 homers already, I think it was, when I last checked. Pretty amazing. There's old Spencer again. Alcantara in the greatness loading. Sebastian Walcott in the VIP. Nice little hit of inserts there. Aiden Smith, Garcia, Joseph, Perella, Basalo. Oops. And who we got at the back? Christian Campbell. Well, if you're watching baseball, you know he's already in the majors, doing quite well. Red Sox just swept the Yankees. They just beat them 5 times in 6 games, so it's made the AL East a little bit more interesting at least. Got them, I think they're finally above 500 since like the first time, I don't know, since like the second week of the season or something. They were sliding bad, the Red Sox, but now they're back above 500 and probably blaming it all on Devers, the poor guy. All right, there's Sagisi and the Rookie of the Year favourites. Connor Griffin, greatness loading. I wonder how far off he is, actually. There's the password, which I got told was his name last year. I'm never going to try and pronounce that guy's name ever again. Garcia, Cabrera, there's our man. I'm still going to get excited every time I see a Bazana card. You'll just have to get used to it. Makes me proud. And then we've got Siva King, top 100. All right, so that's good. Only 1 auto, 4 packs to go. Good. Nice bit of colour. Lots of purple so far in this one. 3 purple cards already. Always good. There's Big Bobby. Oh, yes. Look at that. Nice. Nice little Ben Rice, red rookie, redemption. I like this guy. I reckon he's a pretty good player. Even though he's in pretty much a backup role for the Yanks. Pretty good with the bat. Can play backup catcher. And can play first base, DH. Pretty good for a young fella. And base auto. Hyung Seok Yang for the Dodgers. All right, I've got to try and remember the positioning in these packs. Nice little the first auto there for the Dodgers. There's Tugboat. Big unit. Tell you what, imagine he was standing on the mound, staring at you, about to throw some heat. My God, I'd wet my pants, I think, if he was looking at me. There's Chen Wei Lin, Maddox, Fuentes, Quinn Matthews, and there's our first reptilian. Who we got for the Dodgers? Jacob Bright. Nice. These are cool. That's a really good parallel. Really good. Kind of looks like an old-timey shot too. Bit more paper. Oh, come on, give me something good of that guy, please. And who we got for the top 100? We got Walker Jenkins, number 2. There you go. I keep going on about this guy. I think I blurred on about him so much last night. Number 2 prospect. Currently number 2 prospect. That tells you something. It tells you all the scouts out there think he's up there, and he's probably means he's almost ready. There's one of my favourite players. Gunner. All right, what do we got here? We've got Cooper Pratt for the Brew Crew in the VIP. Robert Calaz. We've got Mongolan. There's Walker Jenkins. And there's someone. Chase Mobley. Rodriguez. A bit more paper. Anything good up there? And then we've got Drew Gilbert, number 60 for the Mets. All right, right, one auto left, 2 packs. Rockstar rookies, Brooks Lee. I want to see how this guy goes. I like him. I don't know why. Matt Shaw, spoke a little bit about him last night. Killing it. There's Hagen. That's the guy we were trying to chase last night in draft. Dylan Feen. All right, looks like the auto is going to be in the last pack, so that's good. Fantastic. And then we've got Andel Ganau for the Giants. I think I've got that right, haven't I? Oh, no, the Guardians. Sorry, that's terrible. Good one. Well done. All right, last pack of this first jumbo, which means there's an auto in here. Unless Bowman/Tops have done us dirty, which they better not have. But I'm confident. All right. Cheerio. Haven't pulled one of these yet. Future Star Collectibles. We do have a mini diamonds in behind, numbered to 299. I know that picture. It's Royals. I think I know who this is. Oh, my God. Holy shit. You beauty. This is pretty much who we're opening this product for. Just give me a sec, guys. Joel. Jack Caglione auto to $2.99. You beauty. What a hit. That is awesome. Man, oh man. That's why I love Bowman. God, to get stuff like that. My Lord. My God, that is huge. Called up to the big leagues already, having a stellar start. I know it's not a first, but this guy's pretty much like one of the biggest stars in baseball. This is a banging card. That is a thumper. I'm shaking a little bit. I've been in loads of Bowman breaks trying to get one of these for myself. That's magic. All right, I'm just going to have to leave that one there. Whew. Damn, I don't want to stare at it for too long. All right, I'll keep it going. I'm just going to keep staring at it. All right, Andrew Painter, Will Simpson, Steven Echevarria, Romeo Sambara. And we've got a bit of paper to close this out. And we've got Paulino Santana for the Rangers, number 93. All right. Well, damn. Am I going to get him to stay up? Probably not. There we go. All right. Well, there you go. Let's go. First jumbo was a cracker. Oh, yes. All right. Well, that's enough to pep me up for the rest of it, for a late session on a Monday evening. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do that so it stays there. Apologies, I don't have any of those fancy stands yet. Mitch, if you can just send me some of those, would be great. Thanks, mate. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, boss. All right, I'm still buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing on that. All right, here we go. Second jumbo. Let's get into it. I'd like to say this one's going to be as good as the last one, but I don't know. Personally, that's going to be hard to beat. It's going to have to be a damn good auto to beat that. All right, who we got here? Rookie of the Year favorites, Kevin Alcantara. There's Kyle Teal. He's been called up already. I know he's recorded his first hit about a week ago. I reckon there's quite a couple guys in here last night, Red Sox fans, who were pretty disappointed he was part of that trade. I understand Crochet is an amazing pitcher, but look out for that guy. Connor Griffin in the VIP. Sammy Hernandez, Perez, Lynn, Loma Vita. Here we go. We've got one of these nice little green ray wave type things. Kind of shimmer for the Orioles in a first. Elvin Garcia to 125. We definitely take that. And that was Benny Holden, I think, on the mini. Last spot in the mini. Take that. Sweet. To 125. Awesome. Bit more paper. Oh, we've got a bit more color. Cool. Colored paper. We take colored paper. Another first. Doesn't look super familiar. The Padres. Ismael Javier to $4.99. We take that. I'll take that over a paper base. And there's Quintero for the Dodgers in the number 62. Nice little touch there for the Padres. That was Matthew, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, Daniel. Nice. Take that. Cool start. All right, there we go. Let's go. There's Big Paulie boy. All right, there is Christian Moore on the Greatness Loading. Talked a lot about him last night. Big things expected. Chase Hampton, Monteres, Mobley, Rodriguez. And our number 43 is Jefferson Cuero for the Barucru. Paper. It's a Rookie of the Year favorites. Who we got? Dylan Cruz. Well, I don't know if I don't actually know. Is he back? He might be back from injury. I know he was on the IL with an oblique strain, but which can take a little bit of time. But we'll see. I'm still feeling good about that guy. Jackson Jobe. Oh, talked enough about him the other night. Poor kid. He's on the. He's out for 12 months at least. Basalo on the VIP. Agate, Walcott, Pena, Big Bad Baz. Ortiz. And then we've got Blake Mitchell, number 54. Royals have got some talent. Great pitching staff. They just can't quite get their bats sorted out at the moment. All right. What do we have here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. I've got to... I'll get better, I promise, guys. So I should try and sweat this out a little bit more. There's Conrad Kaysen for the Red Sox. That's Matty Walker. There you go, Matthew. Nice first auto there. That's a nice little one to, tuck away. Tuck away for a year or two. See how he goes. Braylon Payne. Jesus Marte. All right, we've got something at least. Chase Burns, Connor Griffin, Dylan Feen. And then we've got Johnny Farmello, number 71 for the Mariners. Okay, do we have a red? Oh, damn, I've got another one. All right, I'm going to go to the other side of the pack. I've kind of spoiled it already, so let's just get straight into it. Jose Perella. I would have loved a Bazana. Imagine getting a Bazana and a Cags order in the same pack, in the same box. Now that would be something. Jose Perella first. Good. There's my man Spencer again in the Greatness Loading. Magia, Letson, McGonigal. Oof, come on, give me something with this guy. Ortiz, Perdomo. And then we're going to go James Tibbs. There he is again. As I said, no longer wearing that uniform. All right, we've had two. There's one auto, so hopefully I can at least sweat the last auto. There were two base autos too, so I'd love to get something with a bit of color in this one. Hopefully I haven't done it again. Oh, nice. Red rookie. Del Castillo. Okay. Not bad. Backup catcher for the D-backs. We'll see. Diamondbacks have they had a couple of good results recently. I did just lose though. another team that needs to get their shit together. Great offense. Just can't quite get that pitching sorted out. Yan, Flores, Tavares, Sullivan. A bit more paper. And then we've got Tommy Troy, number 75. As I said yesterday, I feel like I've been waiting forever for this guy to come up. Let's go from the middle. Let's see what we can get. Oh, there's the guy you want. Just number 1. Everyone knows about that guy. Okay, Rockstar rookies. Reese Hines in the Rockstar. Luis Angel Acuna in the Greatness Loading. Chase Burns, VIP. Drew Jones. Hernandez. Christian Moore. Freeman. Oh, thank you. We definitely take that. The green grass parallel to 99 for the Athletics. Joel, again. Nice. I've actually got quite a few cards of this guy. I went in a break a couple of months ago or a month ago or something, and I've got an auto of 150 and two parallels of this guy. So I hope he turns out as well, Joel. I hope this guy turns out to be really good. I'm going to keep mine. Excuse me. I'll be keeping mine just in a box for a little while till I hear some more. But that's a good hit. That's a great hit. These green grass. This is a really cool parallel. These look sick. Really nice. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. That's what we want to see. A bit more colour. And there he is. Look at that. Even though I guess that's kind of null and void now that he's been called up. Number 1 prospect. So we'll see what happens with him. And that young, talented Red Sox outfield. Pretty much their whole outfields look like on league minimum. Oh, there's a gold. Hello. Gold is good. Oh, and then we've got a numbered one of these too. All right, this is shaping up to be a really good pack. So that's a green, aqua, teal parallel of the top 100, Bryce Eldridge to 125. That's rad. I talked a bit about him last night, the Man Mountain, the 6'7" first baseman who's a slugger. Watch out for him. Just want to make sure. Okay, so there's Drew Thorpe, red rookie. That's a nice red rookie. I'm just going to slow that down a second because there's a couple of good cards here. So turns out the middle stack is the one that we wanted. There's, okay, I've got to be careful. I've got to sweat this one a little bit. There's a nice little red rookie of Drew Thorpe. There's Otani's Showtime Showcase. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get the gold. It's a gold auto for the Reds. Who had the Reds? Chris. Good luck. It looks like a pitcher to me. Oh, yes. Chase Burns to 50. Sick. This guy was the Chase guy from draft for the Reds. How good. That's awesome. That's a banging auto. We take that. Great stuff. That's 2 absolute cracking autos. How good is that? Damn. Not first autos, both prospect autos, but doesn't matter, man. When you got cards like that, doesn't matter. Still a prospect, hasn't been called up yet. Don't know what the Reds' plans are with him, but damn. Damn. Walker Yannick, Vitorel, Perella, Basalo, Jared Sunston in the Reptilian. Really like these. Well, this was something special. This has made my Monday night. What a great Monday night this has turned out to be. Bit of paper, and there's Leo DeVries, another guy I talk about a lot. I do think this guy has got something in the tank. Well, we've hit all the autos, so let's just hope we can get some nice little numbered cards to round this one out before we get into the HTA. Would be nice. There's Aiden Miller in the VIP. Excuse me. Lopez, Cason. There's Cobb Hightower. He's pretty much the guy you want. Fuentes, Quinn Matthews. And then Chase Delorta, number 31. All right. There's Christian Moore. Lewis Ramirez. There he is. Big Bag Jack. Yang. Cam Smith. All right, we just need a nice little bit of colour to finish us off. And there's Braden Montgomery. The other guy. Another Red Sox guy that's there with the crochet trade with Kyle Steele. Hopefully they can turn out to be something good for the White Sox. They need it. All right, bit of paper. Who we got here? Weatherholtz. Fairweather Collectibles. That's the guy you want with the cards. Rhett Lauder, Rockstar Rookies. Max Clark, VIP. Gonzalez. Fontenelle. Castillo. Gonzalez. Moore. We always take the base. The chrome. Your Henry Vargas. Nice little way. All right, last pack. We have hit the autos, so it would be good to finish with a bit of colour. Although this box has already had quite a bit, actually, so might not be much in here. Might have kind of done it a bit dirty there. There's Trey Sweeney again. Rookie of the Year favourites. Santos, Cruz, Lopez, Arias, Klassen. All right. And there's Cooper Pratt, number 64. Okay, so that's it for the Jumbos. Well, I have to say that, you can see those two in the background there. My God. How good. A couple of really good numbered cards there. All right. Let's see if I can get the hot hands happening. All right. Well, I did this all right last night. There's a bit of a technique to it to try and sweat these a little bit because that's it. One pack, 3 cards. Good luck, everybody. We did all right last night with these. We've got 2 numbered autos in the pack. So I didn't do that as well as I did last night. Oh, well, I'll try and unravel it. Okay, that was terrible. All right, let's see if I can at least slowly bring the first one out. There's Rodney Green in a first for the A's. Joel. I can see some colour here. We've got a green auto in the middle. So I might just go from the back for the Mets. Who have we got? Who's the Mets? We've got Matthew. We've got Jonathan Santucci for the Mets in a first. All right, then we've got a green in the middle, which should be to 99 for the D-backs. This is one of the Chase guys. Nice. How good. Matthew again. Mate, awesome. Cleaned up. JD Dix to 99. That is a thumper as well. That's awesome. I bought the Diamondbacks quite a few times chasing when I was breaking this product when it first came out last year. Trying to get this guy. I never did. Great finish. Great finish. Well, I have to say, to be totally honest, that was an incredible break. JD Dix to 99. Fantastic there in the first. Couple of base. I suppose that's the trade-off for a low-numbered auto in this stuff. You get a couple of base autos, but they're still firsts. You still take them. He needs to work on his auto a little bit. His is fantastic already at such a young age. Bit of a quick recap here. I'll save the good ones for later. We got a couple of good ones here. This is pretty cool. Bryce Eldridge to 125. I like that. I actually think that teal works really well with that insert. Dylan Feen to 99 in the green grass chrome. Couple of red rookies there. We've got Drew Thorpe, red rookie. Del Castillo, red rookie. Got a Jose Perella first auto. A Conrad Kaysen first auto. Ismael Javier paper to 499. A Garcia to 125 in the Aqua Wave, I guess you want to call that one. Jacob Wright, Reptilian. Hyung Seok Yang in the first auto. Another nice red rookie there, Ben Rice. Aiden Smith to 250. That's a beautiful looking card. And then for the Angels, Lucas Ramirez to 150. I want to touch that one in a minute. Great player, Trey Turner to 199. And then a Caden Turner red rookie. But one more quick look at these. The two bangers for the break. Chase Burns to 50. Gold to 50. Cracker. But let's be honest. The card of the break. The card of my life as a breaker so far. Jack Caglianone auto. Mini Diamonds auto to 299. So good. So damn good. Thanks once again, everybody, for the fill. It's been a really good first few days for me as the baseball breaker for MJ. We'll have a couple of days off probably while we wait for some new product to arrive. We'll have some Series 2 coming this week. Look for some big breaks coming up towards the end of the week of that stuff. I'm just going to leave that there while I talk because I'm going to keep looking at it. And probably look at getting some more Bowman draft potentially as well because I love that stuff. And I just think it's, the fact that so many of the players have actually been called up already this season, like this guy, just opens up the doorway for potential and, potentially good selling cards there. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate the fill so much and have a good rest of your evening, rest of your week. I've got a pretty busy work week. Excuse me. And I will be back towards the latter end of this week to rip some more stuff. Thanks, guys.